Hey, it's Brother Les here, the Truth Corner. Um, just want to share a scripture verse here from Philippians chapter 4, verse 13. It says, I can do all things through Christ who gives me the strength. Now, the reason I'm doing this is I want to look at this scripture verse because it is a verse that is one of the most misused verse, misinterpreted verse. This verse is oftentimes used out of context. It's used as sort of a motivational scripture verse for people who want to accomplish some sort of goal. So whether it be in the area of academics, I can excel academically, I can do anything I want, I put my mind to, because Christ gives me the strength. Now, even in the area of sports, I can hit this home run because Christ gives me the strength. It's a very misused verse of scripture, and the verse, when used in context, proper context, if we look at the context that it was used, the Apostle Paul was under house arrest. He was imprisoned, and he was awaiting trial that could see him executed for the cause of preaching the gospel of Jesus Christ. Now, Paul, when he gave this verse, in the proper context, he was in a difficult situation, and he was encouraging the Philippian church that even in the difficult situation, he can live through it. He can do all things. He can endure the hardship because Christ will give him the strength. See, he was under prosecution for living a life that promoted Jesus Christ. And so in that context, Jesus Christ will give him the strength. That's what he was saying. This is nothing to do with some kind of self motivation, some kind of accomplishment outside of the realm of living a life in accordance to the will of Christ. So just want to take a moment there to look at that verse. It is true that we can do all things through Christ who gives us the strength, but in the proper context, the things that we do are things that are in alignment with the will of God for our lives. The things that we are doing here, the strength that we're given by Christ, is to accomplish the will and the purpose of God for our lives, not to accomplish the will and purpose for our lives based on what we want to do, but based on what the will of God is for us to accomplish or fulfill. So God gives us that strength. He gives us that grace to accomplish his will for our lives, not our will for our lives, not our own will, but his will, the things that are consistent with what he wants us to do to bring him glory. All right, it's Brother Les here, the Truth Corner, signing off, saying may God bless you and make you a blessing.